नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका की न्यूज़ 24/7 में। तो चलिए देखते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस। तेलंगाना एग्जिट पोल रिजल्ट 2023 अपडेट। इट्स एडवांटेज कांग्रेस फोरकास्ट सर्वे pollsters will have egg on face, says BRS KTR. Ahead of December 3 result day, most exit polls on Thursday predicted an edge to the Congress in a tight race for Telangana India TV, CNX and Jan Ki Baat forecast big win for Congress, while Republic TV, MacPrease and TV9 Bharat Varsh Polestar predict a tight contest between Congress and BRS. The youngest state in India is witnessing a three-way corner contest among BRS, Congress and BJP. The outcome of this election struggle will determine if BRS and CM Chandrasekhar Rao will score a historic hat-trick in the polls. K. Chandrasekhar Rao, KCR, has served as Telangana Chief Minister for the past decade since the state inception of 2014. KCR is aggressively campaigning for a third term and he is up against his most formidable electoral challenge in the recent history in the form of spirited Congress. As the ruling BRS faces anti-incumbency following a two-term resign in India's youngest state, which was founded 10 years ago. The Congress is attempting to make a comeback in state it ruled before the state division. After a resounding setback over the Congress in adjacent Karnataka earlier this year, the BJP is likewise trying for its first victory in the southern state. Prominent candidates in Telangana include CM KCR's son, KTR Union Minister G. Kishan Reddy, Bharat Rashtra Samiti MLC K. Kavita, cricketer turned politician and Congress candidate from Jubilee Hills, Mohammad Azharuddin, AIMIM Chief Asauddin Owaisi, and State Congress President Revant Reddy. China luring Taiwan politicians with cheap trips before election. Beijing has sponsored cut-price trips to China for hundreds of Taiwanese politicians ahead of key election on the island, according to Taiwan sources, and documents unnerving officials with the broad campaigning that won't call election interference. President Tsai Ing-wen and other Taiwan officials have warned that China might try to sway voters toward candidates seeking closer ties with Beijing in the election, which could define the island relation with China. But the scale of the Chinese activity had not previously been reported. State Cabinet approves Arunachal Pradesh logistic policy. The State Cabinet on Thursday approved the formulation of the Arunachal Pradesh logistic policy in alignment with the PM Gati Shakti framework. The policy aims to augment integrated multimodal logistic ecosystem for a developed Arunachal Pradesh 2047. Logistics have been a focus sector for the country for some time. In 2021, the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan was launched to provide multimodal connectivity infrastructure to economic zones. In 2022, the National Logistic Policy was launched with focus on bringing in efficiency and reducing cost. In the 2022 annual report on logistics ease across different states, Arunachal was ranked in the Aspire category behind the first mover and achiever categories, stating a clear need to have a policy intervention for improvements in the logistics sector. The cabinet chaired by Chief Minister Prema Khandu took cognizance of the recent improvement in the connectivity infrastructure and growth opportunities it presents. The policy aims to bring all connectivity projects under one umbrella. Some of the key projects mentioned in the policy for implementation in time-bound manner on the Arunachal Frontier Highway from Nafra to Vijayanagar. US praise for Israel. They told Gaza civilians to get out of harm's way. The United States saw that Israel took steps to tell Gaza civilians where safe areas and how they can get off harm's way. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said, the United States remains intensely focused on freeing hostages held in Gaza despite the resumption of the Israel-Hamas war. He said, we remain intensely focused on getting everyone home, getting hostages back. Something said that I also work on today. He reiterated as he met with the top diplomats of the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, and Bahrain during his brief visit to Dubai. Antony Blinken also met a representative of the Palestinian Authority. We have determined to do everything we can to get everyone reunited with their families, including pursuing the process that had worked for 7 days. He said, saying that the work was continuing almost hour by hour. It came to an end because of Hamas, he said on the truce. Hamas committed an atrocious terrorist attack in Jerusalem that killed 3 people and regened on commitments it made in terms of releasing certain hostages, he explained. Odisha cocaine worth Rs 220 crores seized from ship at Paradip port, victims crew detained. Odisha Custom Department has seized at least 22 kg of cocaine from a ship at the Paradip port in Odisha's Jagatsinghpur district on the intervening night of November 30 and December 1. The Panama registered ship MB Devi anchored and the international cargo terminal of Paradip port consisted of 22 packets of hardened but brittle white substances suspected to the narcotic drugs. After the crane operator found it, one of the crew members informed the authorities suspecting it to be some kind of explosive. The Special Intelligence and Investigation SIIB team of the Custom Department examined the seized substance and found that it was cocaine. Cocaine, a narcotic drug, is prohibited under the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act of 1985. The State Custom Commissioner in a statement said that they searched around midnight acting on an intelligence input and found the packets of cocaine. The ship had arrived from Greece port in Indonesia and it was supposed to travel to Denmark with steel plates from here, sources said. No one has been arrested so far in connection with the seizures, but the crew members of the ship have been detained. All the crew members are from Vietnam, officials said. Odisha bracing up for rains has cyclonic storm looms, CC. The low pressure area formed of the southeast Bengal of the Tamil Nadu coast had intensified into depression and could turn into a cyclonic storm, SOS Center for Environment and Climate said on Friday. Models indicate that the system would further intensify into a cyclonic storm about 400 km east of Tamil Nadu on the afternoon of December 3 and move in a northwest westerly direction and cross South Andhra Pradesh coast near Malchirapulam on December 4 night or early morning of December 5, a CEC bulletin said. The system would subsequently change its direction of movement to northeastwards over land along the Andhra Pradesh coast. Under its influence, the South Odisha districts of Koraput, Malkangiri, Rayagada, Gajapati and Ganjam might experience wind speed of 75 km per hour on December 5. As a consequence, moderate to heavy rainfall might occur in these districts along with the districts of Kandhamal, Kalahandi and Navarangpur, the bulletin said. This district could experience heavy to very heavy rainfall on December 5 and 6 while moderate to very heavy precipitation is likely at one or two locations in districts of Khordha, Nayagarh, Puri, Cuttack and neighboring areas between December 5 and 7, it said. ऐसे और न्यूज़ को जानने के लिए जुड़े रहिए के न्यूज़ 24/7 के साथ.